Howdy YouTube! Darlington Farm here. Well, I've seen a bunch of comments there where you guys are asking how the Trailblazer is doing, and as you can see here, I like it enough that I went ahead and I took my SA250 off the truck. I'm not doing any super huge heavy stuff where I'm working. Only thing you got to do with this is remember to turn the propane off. Yeah, so basically my SA250 is sitting in the yard over there. This guy has kind of won over my current favor at the moment. Basically, it welds pretty decent, with 1/8 inch rods. Would not use it for anything bigger than that, especially 6010s. It does not have the ass to actually run a 5/32 6010 or a 3/16 6010, but for 1/8 inch, I really like it. I was running about 78 to 85 amps, depending on what exactly I was doing. I had about 120 or 150 foot of leads on it, and for root passes I like it on the stiffest setting there, and when you're capping I kind of like it on the next dig setting over, or kind of like right there. This at about 80, no, it's about 78 was kind of the nicest capping. I will say it doesn't cap as well as my 200 or my 250. But it does pretty good, and what I really like about it is it only weighs 500 pounds. That's kind of my big thing about it there, because right now I'm driving 3 hours or so to where I'm working, and basically I have all the pipe I'm doing over with, at least the big steel pipe over with, and everything else I'm doing is stainless steel, where it is just using the little Maxstar or my Multimatic plugged into the wall there, running 50, 72, or 75 I think is the highest I've actually gone, amps, and just all TIG. So basically I just have now a few odds and ends over there. We'll say the welder smoothed out. I put, like I said, I think about 6 hours on it in one day. I spent the morning burning off it, in the afternoon burning off my SA250 there, and you can tell the difference, and it doesn't cap quite as well, but it does pretty damn good. I'm really impressed with it. So anyway, the Trailblazer there gets the thumbs up. I think I may go ahead and buy some new sheet metal for it and kind of make it look a little fancier or nicer, where when I take it in places, it you know, it looks like a newer machine, so I can charge them a day's rental for, you know, my machine. Basically, I have always kind of shit on those because I rented one a long time ago, and I'm guessing it was not, the frequency wasn't dialed in because it did not weld worth a shit. This one didn't weld very well when I got it, but I set the frequency just on the 110 volt outlet there to 62 hertz, 63 hertz, just like the manual says, and it welds pretty damn good now. I will say it tends to arc when you are running 6010 there and you whip out, like it will tend to stay lit, and so it'll kind of want a long arc, which I really like the 200s and 250s there, because you can turn the open circuit voltage way down and go up in a higher gear, and you don't have to worry as much about, you know, stray arcs places. Where I'm working down there, it's not a big deal, but it's just kind of one thing to worry about there. Not worry about, but just keep in mind, like, you know, if you're doing, you know, x-ray mega inspected pipe, I probably wouldn't use it, but for what I'm doing, it works awesome. So anyway, I just thought I would give you guys an update on the Trailblazer there. The only things I really noticed with it so far that were wrong with it were the valve covers. These Kohler valve covers leak a little bit because they're cracked. They're just plastic, and they leak. The oil in it is still amazingly clean after like 6 hours. It is still like almost impossible to see on the dipstick, which is kind of a pain in the butt when you go to look at it. So basically, here's the valve covers. These guys, we'll do a video about changing those when I get back. The shutdown of the place I'm working at is over next week, so I will actually have some time to make videos and do some work here in the shop. I still haven't gotten my Matsura up and running, and I still have my big radial drill out there that I haven't even moved in, still sitting on the skates from Mike. I appreciate the usage of those things. I'll get them back to you here probably next week sometime, because I got to get this thing moved in the garage. Anyway, hope everybody has a good week. I got to get back to work. I got to burn out some prototype hinges here. And yeah, anyway, I'm Darlington Farm. Alright, well, I figured I'd let you see these guys before I take them down and weld them on. I just had to come up with a real quick hinge that opens a big, you know, probably 4 by 6 foot, you know, lid that's made out of 3/8 plate, but it needs to have a lot of slop. So this is what I came up with basically, so it can pivot up and down and then have plenty of slop. I'm just going to weld this on there once I get it in. Yeah, hopefully they like these. There's a crap load more of them that need to be built if they go ahead and like them. I was trying to come up with a really simple design that would work. Anyway, I got to get back to work.